So, predictions for 2020 for Instagram and Facebook from the two of us.
What I feel is shifting a lot with Facebook, and as we've seen in 2019, the organic side of the business has completely just taken a turn. It was already depleting on Facebook, and I think now it's almost gone. The removal of the likes and the removal of the video view count, I think is a good move for a lot of trolling and bullying that happens on social media, on Facebook and Instagram. I think Instagram, I heard on the radio this morning that was the biggest platform where bullying was happening. So I think from a consumer health point of view and the public, it is a really good move. For advertisers, I think we also need to move in that direction and be really mindful that people can exploit social media platforms very easily, and now that it is, you have to pay to play both on Facebook and Instagram, we also need to make sure that we're creating content that's relevant to the user's eyes. I think the power of it, the fact that we can tailor content depending upon that user's behavior is great, but don't exploit it. Making sure that, if you are marketing something, it is actually valuable, and you're not just marketing for the sake of marketing, and making sure that we're giving back. And if you're asking for someone's information, what are you giving in return? It's always a transaction, right? Rather than just throwing a blanket ad out there saying, hey, book a call and speak with us, you've got to make sure that you're delivering key content. That's what we're going to be doing a lot of next year as a business, is giving a lot of educational content away and educating our market and nurturing that client before they can actually speak with us.
Yeah, and I think the whole going back to Facebook and Instagram removing likes and all this social currency that is sort of bred this pretty unhealthy life or unhealthy kind of image for a lot of people. But that is also going to now force a lot of creatives and advertisers to go down the path of creating, and it's going to force them to make better content for the platform.
That's right.
I think one of my biggest predictions for next year, and it's slowly happened over the last 2 or so years, but we know mobile is starting to surpass desktop and everything. Facebook especially. So I think that is going to impact how content's made as well. Everything's got to be optimized, whether that's your funnels, your landing pages, your content, your videos need to be in a vertical, your images. Any sort of creative that you're doing is going to need to be a mobile first approach. So how is this going to look on mobile? It's going to be the most important thing moving forward, and even more so going into 2020. I think as well, going back to the personalization, I think a lot of people are wanting brands that they can interact with on a personalized level. So whether that's through messenger bots and different messaging and that sort of those sorts of platforms on Instagram and Facebook too. So I think there's a lot to come out. I think as well, Facebook especially is going to be much more of a video type of platform. I know the rise of YouTube over the last 12 months or so has sort of Facebook now to compete on that level. So I think video is going to be a big part of a good strategy moving forward. Next year I think video content is going to be a big thing to focus on for any successful brand or any brands that want to kind of
absolutely. I think the Instagram stories is probably the #1 most used ad placement, but also feature. I know I sometimes get stuck on it in the mornings and nights on Instagram stories. I get lost big time. I keep just boom hitting it. It's I think the Facebook and Instagram, there's a lot of bad media out there, so I think people just shouldn't be as scared as what they are from a marketing point of view. It's an unparalleled duo between, say, the comparison with Pinterest and Snapchat and LinkedIn. The ad platform from an advertising point of view is still second to none. But I think organic, we might see a lot of shift from the organic point of view in people moving away from those platforms. And we're already seeing the rise of TikTok. And it's a huge organic opportunity right now. So I think it's important to sort of just play around and see what platform is right for your business.